Come on in, Sagittarius. We're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. I'm going to make sure I wait for YouTube to start the live. On my end, it hasn't started yet. Sagittarius, we are going to start with some astrological energy. We're going to see what's going to come out here for you. I am using this for the eclipse, y'all, okay? We're about to have the eclipse in seventh, well, it's the seventh house, it's Libra, in the Libra energy, or Libra house, which talks about your interpersonal relationships and your romantic relationships. So we're going to see how that's going to affect you here, Sagittarius. So let me go ahead. I'm going to pull some astrology cards, pull two, and then we're going to get into the tarot. This is for Sag. All right. Oh my God, Sag, you had South Node. This exact same card came out for Taurus, but this is at the bottom of the deck. I'm not going to look at this one the way I looked at it with Taurus. Something about your past. This could be a past person coming back. This could be a past situation that you have to relive, something like that. We're going to get into it. We're going to see why that's coming out. All right. All right. Ooh, you guys had Mars. Whoa, Mars. Motion, taking action. This is energy. This is optimism. This is busy energy too. Now, sometimes, you guys already know Mars is a warrior god. Mars talks about the need. You can use this to your advantage, by the way. Fighting, okay, and actually winning, okay. But I'm going to see why this is coming out. There's a Mars energy here. And it says motion, not emotion, not commotion, but motion. Okay. So we're going to see what that's all about. Here for you, your second card is the 12th house, introspection. Oh my God, this always happens with you. We're in the astro deck and we're seeing introspection as well. Remember, every time I do your reading, it's always what? The Hermit card. It's always isolation. It's always going within. And same thing here with the astro deck. What is happening? Now, one thing I will say, I may read up on that for you because this is coming out so heavy in your reading for the past 6 months, actually. And 12th house is your house of death and rebirth. This is like the things that you get rid of. This is your, and I think Pisces is 12th house. Okay. So it's about your spirituality and wisdom. So I want to see why this is coming out. 5 is change. 2 is 4, which talks about stability. Something about, from what I feel, something about the past that you are fighting to get over. Something about your past that I feel that still causes some type of fight within you. So, if you think about it, let's say you think about the past, right? And you get angry. Mars could be an angry feeling. Okay? We're going to see why this is here. Okay? We're going to see. Woo! All right. Let's go ahead. Let's get into it. This is for Sagittarius. Thank you so much, Divinity King. I appreciate that. All right, this is for Sagittarius. Let's see what comes out here for Sagittarius. Oh, there is that tower. Sagittarius. Oh my goodness, Sagittarius, you have the tower. I remember this tower card coming out for you guys. And, we're talking about the eclipse, okay? What is it that you guys need to release? What have you been holding on to? So again, we were talking about the South Node, where we're talking about the past, okay? For some of you, you have not been feeling well, okay? And so the tower card, I think I've talked about this in a few of your readings. The tower card talks about your fears, okay? But it's change. It is changes that you're going to experience, which is the reason why the 5th house is there. Now, you got the tower card coming out with the 6 of Pentacles. All right, let's talk about it. Okay, this is a good energy because I feel like this is something that is going to be given to you out of the blue. Now, I know I could have taken that in a completely different way, but because I am seeing that 12th house, I feel like this is going to be about what someone is going to give to you. This is not about what you're giving. Okay. No, I feel like this is all about receiving here with the 6 of Pentacles. This is about receiving. And I don't think that you guys are expecting it. Because part of Mars energy is unexpected energy too, but it's also giving you stability. That's right. 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay? I told you you're going to have victory over something. This looks good. I know it looks crazy, but I'm telling you right now, something here looks good because this does look like you're going to be receiving something that you don't expect, actually, with this Tower and the 6 of Pentacles. Let me go ahead. Let's keep going. I love astrology, reading along with astrology. This is so amazing because I can tap into the planets and figure out why certain things are there too. Let's see. This is for, hey, Sagittarius. No way. This sure did. That popped out. Now that was in reverse. This is a breakthrough. Give me a second. I didn't realize my computer was about to run out of battery. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hang tight. There we go. Okay. You guys, the Tower actually came out, y'all. Okay. Now, what came out with the Tower? 5 of Swords. See what I'm saying? Mars. Okay. Now, we got to find out where is this conflict coming from. We got to find out who, not necessarily saying that you're fighting someone, right? We got to find out where is the conflict coming from. Okay. You are going to break free from this, but I do feel like this could be, we're talking about eclipse, y'all. Eclipse is what? Interpersonal relationships with your lover, with your family. Okay, this is going to have an effect on your connections with people. All right? Let me see. I'm hearing make or break, right? Make or break. You got the Star card here, which is a really good thing to see. And then you got the 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Let me tell you, your money. I feel like your money is going to put you in places that you don't expect. And I've told you this before. I really, really do see that. And this is a part of that stability energy. And I really do feel like this Mars is almost trine. Now, I know the Tower isn't, but I'm telling you, I'm just tapping into it. This is almost trine. Red is like something that's going to happen pretty soon, too. It means you're in an urgent matter for some of you in certain areas in your life. To me, I feel like the 8 of Pentacles is like work, or it could have something to do with your hopes and dreams. I don't know. Maybe you feel like you are under the pressure to succeed, under the pressure to actually have something. Now, this could be a feeling, right? It doesn't mean it's true. Because for some of you, you're like, oh my God, I'm not going to ever get married. And you're feeling pressurized and you're only 23. It's like you got your whole life ahead of you. Chill out, right? Whereas other people, they're like, yeah, like I wanted to have kids, you know, I'm like 31, 32, right? Yeah, you're feeling pressurized, definitely, because, you know, you feel like you're getting older. Okay. I do feel like something is going to occur for you. There's something about your hopes and dreams that is going to happen. But it's a very intense energy. So for some of you, even if you do get that job, if you do get this gig, or if you have a dream job or something like that, be prepared for the intensity of that. You know, because 7th house is your relationships with people and how that is going to help improve your money, your finances, that type of thing. There's going to be some intensity with that. Okay. But you're building. We see it with the 8 of Pentacles. It's happening, but it is coming. It's happening with some type of intensity. Now let's go back to relationships. I feel like you've been dealing with someone who really never really wanted commitment, or you're going to be dealing with someone who's so focused on themselves, they don't really have time for you, or you have been accused of that. Someone has made you feel like you were not important enough. Now, I'm not saying that you have to be the center of someone's attention, right? But I'm saying you were dealing with someone who made you feel that you were not important enough. Because we're saying, why is this here? Why is the tower coming out? Well, the reason is the star. Someone has aspirations. It's like, I'm not going to let anybody get in front of me with that. Like, I'm not about to have anyone interrupting me in what I'm trying to get, my dream job, my dream house, my dream life. It's not going to happen. So you guys may felt like you were the, maybe the centerpiece, but you weren't the main attraction. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and get into the tarot, because we're also going to still use astrology with this. We're going to start with the Six of Pentacles and see what's going to come out. Money wise, there's some major things happening here for you, and it looks really good. But there are some things that are going to be a little disruptive as far as relationships. Six of Pentacles, please, for Sagittarius. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Oh, you couldn't, listen, you can't tell me nothing. I already knew. I already knew. Okay? Already knew. Let's talk about it. I haven't really talked about money on anybody else's reading, because most of it has something to do with relationships. For you, your money looks really good. And it's like money for some of you that you've been waiting for. You're like, oh my God, I just need it. I didn't need it. That's part of that intensity that you're feeling with Mars. It's going to happen right when you need it. It's going to happen exactly when God is like, okay, enough, or happen right on time. That's exactly what I'm saying. This is amazing. Okay. Because it's going to push you forward here. And some of this has something to do with your work and career and success. You got the Chariot card and that Star card. I've told you before, your money is going to be off the chain. You know, I see you being recognized all of a sudden, like you were hidden before. Part of that High Priestess energy talks about how you were in the backdrop. No one saw you. You were peeking around the corners and no one actually saw your skills and your abilities. Now it's like, look at me. Here I am, front and center. Everybody see my talent, the mastery that I have, the skills that I have. And that is how you're going to start receiving things. People want to give you things because of your talents, because of your skills. So this looks really, really good. I'm not going to lie. This looks amazing. Okay. And also things that are things are becoming like unearthed. So it's like stuff that you don't know about, stuff, secrets that you don't know about, people who may like you, who may come up to you and say, hey, I've been looking at you. I want you, which is also in this reading, by the way. Oh yeah. I'm going to get to that in a minute. That's why I said I want to get to the relationship parts, but for you, it's everything. It's almost like this eclipse energy is like really happening for you. And like, oh, it's just a lot of things are happening for you. It's like helping you with your money and helping you with relationships and, springing you forward when it comes down to your health as well. So it's helping you a lot. Okay. In a really good, positive way. Let's get the Tower, and yes, we're going to talk about your relationships, but I wanted to wait till I got to the Tower first. Let's see. Because there's going to be some drama. That Mars ain't no joke. The Mars ain't no joke, okay? There it is, Lover's card. Hitting the Tower, baby. Yeah, you're going to be experiencing some type of intensity with that. Didn't I tell you money? Didn't I tell you? Now, I don't know who's giving you this money. I don't know where this money is coming from. But remember, the Ace of Pentacles is not always about money. It's about opportunity. And that's what I've been telling you. It's opportunities that you don't even expect. Oh, man, this eclipse energy is like so on point for you. Like a lot of you don't even know this is going to happen, which is the reason why the High Priestess is there anyway. You're kind of like, okay, whatever. I'm just used to my mundane life. I'm used to life. And everything just seems like it's going to be the exact same way. But that's this Tower card is surprising you in such a good way. It's surprising you bringing in this opportunity. That opportunity can come in a million and one ways, specifically for your life, specifically for you. That's the surprise. Okay. And that's a part of the receiving. The Six of Pentacles talked about that. We already talked about it. So now I'm saying it twice. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Not only that, you got the Ace of Swords. Oh, and you got the Knight of Cups. There you go. It was here, right? I didn't even need all those cards. It was so obvious with the first two. The Knight of Cups bring in opportunities. It's like this is an offering. Okay? This is amazing. And you don't expect it because the Tower is the unexpected. And we know it's good because the Ace of Swords is there. We know it's good because the Ace of Pentacles is there. right? It's the unexpected things. It is bringing you clarity, like I said before, unearthing. And also here with the Ace of Pentacles, I mean, goodness, it's like opportunities that actually bring in big money for you. This looks amazing. Now let's talk about love for a second. We see the Lovers. Now, I already told you here with the Mars, something wasn't, someone rocking anyway. Okay. Mars are this fight is opposition. Something isn't working the way it's supposed to work anyway. So I already knew it was opposition. Okay. But you saw that, oh, look at this. Yeah. Were you karmically attached to somebody? Dealing with somebody in general that you're obsessing over, or someone who you may be codependent on. You see how this eclipse is like, yeah, you're going to have to let this, you got to let this go. And you will. I couldn't say that with Taurus, but for you, I'm going to have to tell you that's what this is, because the universe is trying to bring better things in for you. And a lot of you are ready for it. I'm not saying that all of you are, but I'm saying a lot of you are ready for it. You're like, I ain't holding on to nobody. So what is this bringing in for you? So even with the Lovers is bringing in some type of connection that could possibly be soulmate-ish, but we'll find out. But it's also releasing the toxicity from Lovers that you've been dealing with, or the codependency, because there's somebody else coming in here again that you don't expect. There's another unexpected energy here with the love. Someone that you're going to have intense passion for here with this Mars energy. I see a very sexual connection, and it's not always about sex, but the fact that Mars is sitting on the table, we have to look at it in all aspects of your life. So there is going to be a very intense connection with somebody that you don't even know is coming. This looks so good. Let's get the star card. This looks amazing. Stage fright. Part of that Mars card is stage fright. Ooh, expansion, abundance. I know. I love it. Okay. Ten of Pentacles. There's a connection. Now, remember, the star card is only what you're hoping and wishing for. Only. Now, again, where you got the opportunity that will happen. I feel like I just love the way, my spirit guides actually put down the cards, because it's so realistic. It does not give you a lollipop dream. It's saying, okay, well, tell Sagittarius that there's going to be an opportunity with someone that has a potential for long term. Now, I'm going to also have to tell you that there's going to be a problem. And I don't know what that problem is going to be. It's not necessarily the worst problem. It's just saying that there's going to be a problem, meaning I keep talking about this work energy here with you, Sagittarius. So for either you, it could be your work, it could be their job. For some of you, it could actually be distance. I don't necessarily know if it is, but it could be a distance thing. There's something that's tugging on it. And it's like, if you are strong enough, do you want to fight for it? That's going to be the thing. Because remember, you may have to fight for a connection, not because you're fighting because other people are around, but fighting to make it work. It's not a bad reading, but it's an opportunity that you will be faced with. Okay, so I have to say it that way because I like I said, I can't say, oh, and I think it is destined. I just thought about it because I saw the Lovers card and I said, is it possibly a destined connection? Totally forgot that this came out in the beginning of the reading. You guys have been here all along. You'll know that was there. It is very much so destined. You're going to have to fight to keep it, meaning both of you guys are fighting together to make it work. Now, I want to see why this Mars energy is here. Let's read it. Mars, the god of war and the traditional ruler of Aries and Scorpio, speaks of independence, enterprise, and willfulness. Now, let's talk about the enterprise because I already said it. Something that you guys are doing as far as your business, your work. This is crazy, okay? Because it gives you a lot of passion. Okay, and then it causes you to be a little bit more aggressive about achieving things. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here with the Mars energy. Interesting. Remember I talked about your health? It says, including your body defenses, this is what Mars is, including your body defenses such as your immune system. Okay? Now, I think I talked about that. And if I had to look at the cards here, there's recovery. Be careful with accidents. Be careful with because some of you, this is like an illness, like maybe you'll get sick, but recovery is here. So, and I'm only saying that because I can always tell. That's the reason why I mentioned health before. So Mars is the thing that attacks the immune system, okay? Mars urges you to take action in something. Okay, so you cannot be laxy-daisy in this energy. So that's starting now and maybe a year or so from now. The truth of the matter is you got to be very proactive. And that's with everything in your life. You cannot be sitting around waiting for someone to do something for you. You cannot be waiting around, not with this energy, because Mars will turn on you. Okay? It needs to be respected, period. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead. It says, let's say you're facing a difficult situation. What does Mars do? Mars give you the real strength and willpower to actually transform something to escape it, to escape the trouble that you're facing, to escape the trouble that you are dealing with. Okay? Again, I'm telling you, it gives you that energy. Let's go ahead with the challenges. Now, this is what the challenge says. Domineering willingness, misuse of sexuality, anger. I already told you Mars is anger. Belittling, belligerent, a warlike mentality. It says these are the shadow sides of Mars. Break the momentum if the situation is heading downhill. Stop for a moment and think through your next move. Okay. Hot-headedness. I may not have read that correctly, but I already knew what it meant. Anger, warlike mentality, and the shadow side, that right there, this is what brings out the ugliness in you. There's something that could bring out the ugliness in you, and we see the tower. So it's like something that could shock you. You like, what? And I've been saying for a very long time, I've been like, okay, make sure you guys act with diplomacy. And you see what happened with Nicki. I love Nicki Minaj, okay? And you guys don't follow me on Twitter. Like, I knew something was up with her because I already said it a year ago that she need to cleanse. I'm like, ooh, something's up with Nicki, okay? That's what happened. Because you guys are very passionate. And, you're very fiery. And it's not that you're mean-hearted people. It's because you hold so much stuff in. That's a part of the introspection. A part of the introspection is the fact that it's repressing. This is repressed energy. And what happens when it's boiling over? Mars. So I want to tell you this, that a lot of you are going to get triggered. Okay? By something. Now, what is the gift telling you to do? It's not that you're going to end up being, you can't help yourself. But this is what this says. If you are faced with that, this is the gift that Mars is giving you. It's saying the higher note of Mars energy manifests as a divine guardian. Your potent inner first responder who is ready to be the hero in a situation that it could be dangerous or less favorable to you. It protects you. So what does that mean? If Mars is somewhere around you right now, there's things that you can do to use that energy, to harness that energy in order for it to protect you. Because Mars will fight for you, but you don't want to fight against it because, again, it will swallow you. Okay? So this is what I'm saying here. And part of your triggers are going to be things that you've experienced from the past, people who are going to come back from the past, situations or whatever is something that you're going to be experiencing. Intensity here with the Mars energy with sexual attraction and lust, off the charts, okay? But you got to be careful because you guys will get a little bit too giddy and you move too quickly with Mars when it comes down to relationships. Sagittarius, I love you guys. Okay, I'm going to be using these cards pretty much all month, all the way up until the 25th, and use one card to try to teach teach you what the stars are want you guys to know. I mean, with this eclipse energy, it's going to be pretty major, and it's dealing with the people that you're around. Okay. All right, Sagittarius, I love you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.